Guys, yeah, Coach Zoe here, and this is going to be your kettlebell leg strength weightlifting workout. So we are going to focus solely on some strength training today. All you need is a kettlebell. Grab a medium to heavier weight. We're going to work with low reps, higher sets. So something that is going to be challenging for about 6 reps at a time. Otherwise, let's get started with our warm-up. We're going to be non-impact in our warm-up today just because our workout is all non-impact since it's going to be focused on weight training. So no jumping around, no cardio today. Although if you grab a heavy enough bell, all right, since our legs are such a large muscle group, or I should say there's large muscle groups in our legs, all right, our heart will be pumping. You will feel a little bit of a cardio effect, I guess. So let's turn and start with some deadlifts. Hinging from the hips, try to get as deep as you can here, really pushing those hips far, far back. Keeping your back nice and flat. We have a variety of movements, some traditional and some with a little bit of a twist. So just to mix it up, keep it interesting, and still get a challenging workout. And as always, I'll offer some modifications along the way. I don't think you'll really need any today though, unless you have any specific needs. As always, just modify for whatever you need personally. You know your body better than anyone else. We're gonna take just a little extra time to warm up today since we are doing a little heavier weight training. Good, all right, and let's do some single leg deadlifts. So stagger those legs, hinge from the hips, keeping only that weight in the front side, okay? Your back leg is purely a kickstand just for balance, and we'll switch. Good, all right, and from here, big step forward, reach to the opposite side, get a twist, open up those hip flexors. We're not gonna hold it for long. We don't wanna be doing any static stretching before we do some heavy weightlifting. So just start to open up the muscles, lengthen a little bit, but nothing crazy. And let's do a few pigeon squats. So cross your ankle just above your ankle, over just above your knee, and we're gonna squat down a few times, holding onto a wall if you need to. And we're gonna switch it over. Open up the glutes a little bit. Good. All right, and let's get to our knees. So this is something if you're gonna need maybe a blanket to lay on the ground. We're gonna be on our knees just a little bit today, or you can grab a stool because we're gonna do some step ups. So let's just knock out a few reps of these for practice, for warm up. Good, all right, and let's do a runner's lunge. So nice big step, open up, reach for the ceiling, hold for 3, 2, 1, switch it over. 3, 2, 1. One more time each side. Again, just opening up the glutes a little bit, opening up the hip flexors. Good, all right, and get ready to rock and roll. Grab some water, There will be breaks built in today, no interval style training though, so you'll know when you can grab some at the end of your set. All right, you guys, so first order of work, we're gonna do work right side and left side for some of these moves depending on what they are, but we're gonna start with a passing reverse lunge. So you're gonna hold that kettlebell on one side, you're gonna step back with a reverse lunge, you're gonna hinge forward slightly so you can pass through. So we're not rounding the back, we're hinging forward, still getting deep in that lunge, and then standing up tall, okay? And then we're gonna do all 6 on one side before we switch it over. All right, so let's get started in 3, 2, 1, hinge and lunge, and stand up tall. So pretty much all of our weight is in that front leg right now. That's 3, 4, so we're working in reps and sets, so you can work with me, and that's 6, or you can knock out your reps at your own pace, or just start and stop when I start and stop. So it's up to you. I won't count the whole time in case you're doing your own counting. Good, all right. And now we have a front rack squat. So we're gonna get that kettlebell to a front rack position. On one side, we're gonna go 1.5. So down, half, down, up. So 6 reps. Down, half, down, up. Good, that's 3 for me. Good. Ooh, you know what, I'm gonna switch over. Good, that's 5 and 1 more. And 6. All right, so now we're gonna go back and forth between that reverse lunge and front squat. So big step forward, hinge, and switch. Again, 6 reps each leg, then 6 1.5 front squats. Good, and other side. So if it's too hard to pass through, just go with a regular reverse lunge and give me as much of a hinge as you can. Good, all right, and front rack that bell, one side. We're gonna do 3 on the right arm, 3 on the left arm. Want to keep our elbow pointing straight ahead. So really activate that low back, pull yourself up for a tall posture. And since we're doing strength training today, we are focused solely on our form and the quality of each rep. So it's 2 sets, we have 2 more. So let's keep going. Reverse lunge pass. Again, 6 each side, then 6, 1.5 front rack squats. Good, and switch it over. Good, and front rack squats. Again, that's 1.5, so down, half, down, and up. That's 3. Good, and 6. All right, 1 more set of each. All right, and then we're done. Take a short break, and we'll move on. Good, and other leg. Just letting you know where I'm at in case you're using me for pace. Good, all right, and last round, 1.5 front rack squat. So 3 on the right arm, 3 on the left. Try to keep your eyes up at a 45. That'll help you keep a nice tall posture. Woo. Good, and rest. All right, quick drink of water if you need it. I'm gonna grab mine. All right, so next superset. So we're gonna work 2 different moves back to back. Same thing, 4 sets, so it's 4 times through, 6 reps, okay? So first move is a single leg deadlift, so just without weight. So you see, whatever leg is going to be the front leg, the opposite hand will hold the bell. So you can either kickstand, and remember, just the tippy toes, and we'll hinge. Okay, all that weight's still on the front leg. So 6 right, 6 left, or you can balance, okay? So if you have that weight, counter the leg that's grounded, that's working, all right, it'll be a lot easier to balance and to keep your back flush with the floor. All right, so again, 6 right, 6 left, and then we have front rack step-ups. So we have 6 right, 6 left here. So what we're gonna do, again, you can use a stool, a chair, whatever you have if you don't wanna get on your knees. But otherwise, we're gonna front rack it just like we did our squat. We're gonna step up, boom. Step it back down, that's 1. Boom, that's 2. So again, right and left. So whatever order you wanna take that in. 4 rounds of 6 reps, each leg. All right, each exercise. Get ready to rock and roll. All right, so again, whichever method you'd like. If it's too much balance work to do the extended single leg deadlift, then just stick with the kickstand, okay? It's all about the quality of your reps, not how quickly you can do it or how fancy or what version, okay? So in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Whoops. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall. Notice I'm pushing my hips back, pulling my belly in. Good, all right, other side. Again, that's if you're using me for pace. You are gonna probably go a little slower if you're doing your balance version. All right, that's 6 on each side. Now time for the step ups. So again, front rack one arm. Whatever arm is racked, that is the leg stepping up. Try not to slam your knees on the ground. Whew. All right, that's 6 on the right, my right, 6 on the left. Again, whatever leg is stepping up, that's the side with the bell. Elbow high. Good, all right. 1 set down, 3 to go. 3, 2, 1. Let's begin back to our deadlifts. Good, and other side. Whoops. And if you slip up a little bit, right, you lose your balance, it's not the end of the world. So don't sweat it, just sweat the reps. and onto our step-ups. Again, keeping those shoulders stacked over the hips. Tall, tall posture. Quite a bit of core in this move. It's a little bit sneaky. Good. And other side. Good. All right. Back on our feet. Take as much of a breather as you need between sets. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Again, this is round 3 of 4. Good. Switching over. Excellent. All right. Back to our step-ups. Begin. Good. And other side. Make sure, all right, you switch those legs. And 6. All right. I'm gonna take just a short breather, and then we're gonna finish our final set. So take a deep breath, recalibrate, set up 6 reps each side, each move in 3, 2, 1. Last round, best round. Like I said, you're gonna feel your heart rate, your breathing rate kick up a little bit because we are doing compound, complex moves, right? Working large muscle groups, multiple really, at a time. So the legs take up half your body. So if you're making them work pretty hard, even if it's slow, that heart's still gonna have to really push that leg through. Good, all right, let's finish up with our step up. Good, and that's 6. Switching it over. Last set, last side. Woo! Stay tall. Stay strong. And 6. Very good job. Quick drink of water. Then we're moving on next superset. All right, guys, so that one will probably be our longest one because we had to do right and left of both exercises. Moving just a tiny bit faster now. So next 2 moves, quick demonstration. You're gonna goblet hold your kettlebell. Two options. You can goblet hold it. I just said you're gonna do this, and I said you have an option. You can goblet hold it. Now, I find with the kettlebell, if we goblet style hold versus a back rack, which is typically how you would do a good morning, okay, is going to give you a little more challenge. You're gonna feel it creep up a little bit higher versus when we back rack here, we're a little more stable in the core, so those lower glutes can kick in. So it depends on where you're at. If you wanna target your upper a little bit more, front rack it, you are gonna feel quite an intensive core, quite an intensive need for your core to be strong and stable. So if you're a little weak there, maybe go back to that back rack position. And then we're gonna pulse in a lateral lunge. So just 6 of our good mornings and then 6 on each side of our lateral lunge. So we're gonna pulse it out. You're gonna hold it low. Whatever leg is going to be bending, the opposite arm is gonna be holding. So you'll hold it low, you're gonna step out, you're gonna come up 1, not even full extension, 2, 3, all the way to 6, okay? You'll step it together, switch sides, and boom, step into it. Again, we're not coming to a full extension. Notice when I come up, coming up about halfway. Okay, but we're also not bouncing, okay? We're staying strong. Now, if stepping is too much, just start with a wide stance, okay? So otherwise, get ready to rock, grab your bell. We're starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Belly's in, a little bit of hinge in the hips to start. 6, good morning. So you're really pushing those hips back as far as you can, all right? Allowing those knees to bend, but trying to stay a little bit taller in the hips. Keep that kettlebell glued to your chest. Good, and that's 6. So again, 4 sets, 6 reps of both exercises. Big step out, we have 1, 2, a little bit of a hinge, notice, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So notice I'm not bouncing, I'm not trying to rush it, I'm just working through a smaller range of motion. Other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, really dig in through that heel, and 6, okay? So this moves a little bit quicker this set. Back to your goblet. And if you want to try back rack versus front rack, that's fine. You don't have to stay married to one version. Let's begin. Hinging. We're taking these good mornings very slow, very controlled. Feet should be about hip width. Again, allow those knees to soften and bend. Push your hips back. I believe that's 5 and 6. All right, back over to our lateral lunge in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So notice I'm really squatting down, but I'm also in a bit of a hinge. It's 3, 4, 5, and 6. So since we're going through small range of motion, a little more time under tension, a little more challenge. Good, all right, 2 sets down, 2 to go. Remember with that lateral lunge, you wanna get as deep into it as we can. So you wanna sit your butt low and have just a tiny bit of a hinge through those hips. Starting in 3, 2, 1, back at it. Good, and back to our lateral lunges. Good, and that's 6, other side. Notice I'm not going fast, even though it's a pulse. I'm not going fast, taking my time. Good, and back together. All right, you guys, last set. Told you it moves quicker here. Starting in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. Belly in, deep hinge, standing up tall. Last one. Good, all right, and lateral lunge pulse. Last round, best round. Still long and flat in the back. Good, step it together, step it out. Good, and that's 6. All right, you guys, quick drink of water, short break, and then our 4th and final superset. All right, so last one, again, just our quick demonstration. So we're actually going to be on the ground for this one, although it won't be a rest. All right, you're familiar with my workouts. All right, you know, just because we're working on the ground doesn't mean we are going to be taking it easy. So if you have a smaller kettlebell, grab it. Otherwise, this will be a bodyweight move. All right, but what we're gonna do is be on our hip, on our forearm, on one of our hips. All right, feet stacked. You could stagger too. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift those hips up and come up with a lateral leg lift at the top, okay? So it's gonna look like this, where we come up, lift, back down, lift, back down, okay? So 1, 2. All right, so we'll do 6, 6, and then we have sissy squats, so we're gonna be on our knees again. So this one, you do have to be grounded. However, right, if you need to put a little something under your knees, or it can be like up and down, so there's not gonna be really any weight shifting. So it should be okay for you. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold that kettlebell goblet style, and we're gonna sit our hips back, 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 back. All right, and so we're sitting down on our heels, but we're not gonna sit all the way down. So not where we're like relaxed. All right, we're gonna go until we feel our butt hit our heels, and then boom, power up, extend through those hips, squeeze the glutes, okay? So again, hinge, 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 sit, boom, and sit up tall, okay? So let's get ready to rock and roll. If you have a light belt, you could hold it on top of the top leg. All right, that's up to you. But otherwise in 3, 2, 1, let's begin. So hips up, lateral lift, and touch. Up, lift, touch. So notice I'm not hanging out at the bottom. 4, 5, and 6. Now I know, right, obviously you're gonna feel your core kick in here. This is not a core specific exercise. We're working those external, those abductors, okay? So those external rotator outer glute muscles. So again, lift and kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And it should be pretty challenging, right? Because we just did those pulsing lateral lunges. So those same muscles just got a lot of work right before. All right, so goblet style, sit, 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 and come up. I'm gonna point my toes so I get a bigger range of motion. 2, take your time here. 3, 4, 2 more. Good, that's 6. All right, so 1 of 4 rounds. Like I said, same thing, the whole sequence. We're working 4 rounds, 4 sets of 6 reps. All right, back to the top. 3, 2, 1, begin. Hips up, extend. Yeah, you are working, right? Those obliques, of course, but it's very hard to do free weights and not also utilize your core. I think that's kind of the benefit, right? So otherwise, then you would need to go to like those Nautilus machines. But that becomes less functional. Five and 6. Good. All right, back to our sissy squats. So again, I'm gonna point my toes so I have more range of motion. Begin. Squeeze your butt at the top, but don't hyperextend. Good. All right. Round number 3. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Hips up, lift, lower. And switch it over. Woo. And 6. All right. Was that 2 sets? Or almost 2 sets? No, 2 sets. This is our 3rd. Right? Uh-oh. Yes, it was. 2. And 6. All right. Last round, best round, you guys. Let's finish strong in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Hips up, leg up, touch and go. Good. Other side. 3, 2, 1. And that's 6. Woo. Those abductors are kicking out on me. All right, last set of sissy squats in 3, 2, 1, begin. Good, and beautiful, that's 6. All right, you guys, quick drink of water. Let's do our cool down. All right, very nice job today. Let's just start off with some hip circles. Excellent work. Thank you for joining me. Hope you're feeling strong, a little bit of jelly leg. And let's take it inside now. If you enjoy this workout, please give it a thumbs up. And let me know in the comments your thoughts, what you liked about it, maybe what you didn't like about it. If you want to see some of these exercises or the setup again, all right, give me your feedback. It lets me know what you guys would like to see. All right, and subscribe. That way every time I post a new workout, you'll be notified and you can join me and we'll stay fit together. Very nice work. And we're just gonna keep it dynamic. But if you want to do some static stretching after, it would not be a bad idea at all. I just like to give our bodies time to cool down before we start doing those long holds. And big step forward, open up the hips. All right, you guys. And that is it for today. So thank you so much for joining me. Till next time, stay strong, stay tough.